Hey, what's up everyone? Alex here from Computer Headquarters, and I'm making another one of these videos where I talk about a business or a person doing unethical stuff. I've made quite a few videos of this nature in the past, and I like making them, which is why I make them. They don't get a million views or anything, but it's just fun. And also, I just like letting the world know about, especially other companies out there that are doing things the wrong way. So maybe you'll agree or maybe you'll disagree, but today's topic or today's vendor is the website evangelionmerch.com. And if you don't know what Evangelion is, it is a Japanese anime. It's a cartoon, basically, that came out in the 90s. It is one of the best cartoon animes of all time, in my opinion. And I've watched them all, and it's absolutely amazing. Holds up extremely well. You could watch it to this day, and you wouldn't even know it was made that long ago. Absolutely great TV show. In fact, I think they did like a remix, whatever you want to call it. I haven't watched the remixes yet. I only watched the originals, and I was told that I should go back and watch the remixed version. So I do plan on that. But last year, or maybe it was the year before even, Asus did a collaboration with Evangelion, and they released the EVA 01 stuff. So as an example, let's do Asus EVA 01. If I could type, that would help. And we'll just grab images here, and they made like a case and a video card, and here's the motherboard. Pretty cool looking motherboard. The case is based on the Helios, my bad. This is the case, and here's like the video card. They even did a router, they did a keyboard, they did a mouse, they did a headset, they did a million things. It was great. Really cool collaboration they did. And we have built a PC with most of those parts, and that YouTube video will be coming out within the next month, hopefully. But as part of that, we wanted to order the sweatshirt actually to wrap around the chair that is going to be at the station where that computer is being used, because it will just really fit the theme. So I ordered the sweatshirt. It was only $45. I wasn't under the impression it was shipping from overseas. It does say worldwide delivery, but that could mean that they're ready to ship it to Europe, or if it's a company in the United States. I didn't know. I just figured $45, sure. And if it was shipping from overseas to me, not the end of the world either. That's okay. I've done that a million times. So in any case, I ordered it on the 12th of September, and I looked at the tracking on the 9th of October, so it had been getting close to a month, and I just figured, hey, where is this thing? Now, also keep in mind, I own a business, right? Computer Headquarters is our business, and we are ordering things constantly from eBay, from Newegg, from Amazon, from Alibaba, and we do keep decent track of all these things. But this one in particular was not, it's not super important. We weren't looking at the tracking every day to see where it was, and unfortunately, let's look at here's my tracking right here. It was October 6th, I think. Let's see. October 5th, it was in San Diego. We're in Carlsbad. So yeah, here's Carlsbad. Arrived at the facility on October 6th, out for delivery on October 6th. And on October 6th, there was a message that says insufficient address. And that is because our business has a suite number, and apparently the information provided to the USPS did not include that. Now, I can't say for sure that I did not include that suite number, but I've literally never had that happen before, and my address typically gets autofilled as well, and I usually even check the autofill, because there have been situations where websites had a funky fill-out form that cuts some information off that I have to type in by hand. I'm pretty good at paying attention to details, and could have been my fault. Sure, it could have been my fault, but I honestly don't think it was. And unfortunately, this website also does not give you when they email you to say that we received your order, they do not confirm the address in any shape or form. You have no idea where they're going to send it to. So if they mess things up on their end, you wouldn't know. Now, on top of that, there's some sort of a thing going on here between USPS and wherever this shipped from, because apparently this shipped from another country. But the tracking you get from the company doesn't tell you what country it shipped from. I could only guess Japan, because Evangelion is Japanese. But I don't know if that's true. But they do not give you any information until it gets to the United States and it gets handed off from whoever they use to USPS. It's possible that somewhere in between that handoff, the suite number was dropped. But what we do know is that on October 6th, they did report insufficient address. And on October 9th, I emailed them saying, I'm seeing the tracking is showing not enough information being returned to, this is going to get returned to the shipper. But just also keep in mind, at this time, I did not know that the shipper was not in the United States because there was no information telling me that. So I was just assuming, if anything, it's probably just going to maybe, I see, by the way, the first thing I see is Illinois. So I'm thinking, maybe it's going to get sent back to Illinois and then they're going to have to send it back to me again. But maybe we could get this fixed in the middle, but I need to talk to the supplier. Now, why do I think I need to talk to the supplier? Because we are a supplier, computer headquarters. We're dealing with hundreds of people every day, shipping hundreds of packages every single day. And we deal with this stuff constantly where some guy put his wrong address and this or that. And who needs to basically be responsible when an issue like this pops up? The vendor, the supplier, the company, not the individual. It's nice that the individual can help, but sometimes there's only so much you can do also as the vendor, but you need to try. This company does not reply to emails in a timely fashion. We answer emails every single day at minimum, typically multiple times a day. They were not answering emails for multiple days at a time. So that was pretty frustrating. They got back to me only one day later. That part wasn't bad. They got back to me on the 10th. They said that, here's the address you provided and it did not include the suite number. You need to contact the USPS, and so this is what they're trying to tell me to do all the work. And that's the opposite of how we would see it normally from our point of view. And here's why. If you're a business and you're asking the customer to do all the work to fix problems, they're not going to do it. And who's going to get stuck with the bill at the end? The company is, because the customers are completely protected with credit card purchasing stuff and if it's through Amazon protects you. If it's through eBay protects you. Everyone protects the customer. The customer has a lot more power. So as a vendor, you need to do your best to make sure that you're doing all those steps to help the customer so they have a good experience and so you don't lose money on paying extra shipping and getting returns and stuff like that, right? These people, EvangelianMerch.com or whatever, they do not care. They do not give two craps basically about their customers at all. They have absolute garbage customer service and they say the wrong things on the email. So I'm going to go through some of these emails. So mind you, this is the 10th now that they finally got back to me. And so the 10th, you can see on the 10th that it already was back in New Jersey. And they were telling me that they're telling me I need to go to my local USPS and go get the box. I need to pick it up there. No, I live in California. It's already back in New Jersey on the 10th. That's when they replied to me back. Now, there's no alerts that were emailed to me. There was no phone call that came to me that said, hey, we have this package for you, but we can't give it to you because we don't have the right address. USPS didn't say a word. Evangelion Merch didn't say anything. If in my opinion, I think that they probably got an email or some sort of communication from their shipping agent about this problem. But based on how bad they are at checking their emails, they probably missed it. And that's probably how this whole thing, could I have checked the tracking every day? Sure. Yeah. And this could have also maybe been avoided if I did that. I'm not sure. Hard to say. But anyway, here's how this unfolded after this. So that was the 10th where they said, you need to go to your local USPS. I said, no, it's already in New Jersey, basically. They said, this is the gist of what they said after a few more emails back and forth is that we are taking your money and you're not getting your sweatshirt. That's pretty much what they said. So I'll read it so that I don't just make that up. Let me just make sure this is the right email. Regarding your problem, as we have checked, we would like to inform you that we did send the item to the shipping address you provided. This is not completely our mistake. In this case, because the return fee, I think they meant the return fee. The return fee costs much more than the value of the item. It will not be returned to our overseas warehouse. Again, they don't say anything about this being international when you do the transaction, but it'll be returned to the sender of your local post, which is also not true because as you can see right now, it's in Jamaica, New York. Why did it go back to Jamaica, New York? I don't know. Sorry, let me keep reading here. Sender, you'll go, if the storage period is overdue, the package will be disposed of. We cannot assist you with a refund in this case. Please kindly understand and sympathize with us. The only support we can assist you with is to advise you to contact your local post USPS as soon as possible to ask for their help. So we are not going to give you any help. We're going to give you a bunch of wrong information. The stuff is not anywhere near you, and we're going to keep your money. I just said back to them. I'll just read you what I read back to them. Thank you for confirming in writing that you want to keep my money and not give me the product. This will be very easy to tell my credit card company and I will get my money back. It's only $45, but it's still worth, telling, like, just not letting them take advantage of people. It would have been nice if you would have even put the slightest effort into delivering your product to me. Your website doesn't even say that the product is shipping from overseas. There is terrible communication, not answering emails, bad service, bad company, should not have the great name Evangelion name on it. That's how I feel. I feel like this company that is running this website is a piece of crap company that doesn't know what they're doing, does not care about customer service, and they got lucky that Bandai even allowed them to do this. And it really makes me wonder, is this website actually legit Evangelion, or is this like maybe this isn't a Japanese company that got their blessing to do this. Maybe this is like a Chinese company that is just making a bunch of knockoff merch, and no one can really do anything about it because they don't know who is actually running the company. Like the addresses that they're showing are not showing where it's actually shipping from. There's no names. There's just an email. There's no phone number. Who knows? Maybe this is all just knockoff gear that they made on their own, and Evangelion hasn't put any effort into stopping them. So hard to say, but I do not recommend doing business with these guys. And if you guys want to tell me that you think it was my fault, go ahead. Or if you have any experience dealing with this company on your own, we'll love to hear about it. But anyway, that is the end of the video. Thanks.